Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. It's been one of those kind of days around here. I did have a doctor's visit today. Some of you that were in the general chat know a little bit about that in the general chat of the Facebook group, because I was kind of peeping in on the chat and noticed how everybody was a little bit worried about me. I'm going to be okay. I have the good Lord on my side, just in case any of you have been worried. I am a bit on the stressed out side, but I will be fine. Apparently, I have ruled out lots of different things that could be the cause of my dizzy spells. And so the doctor has determined that I have some sort of vertigo. And so he's sending me to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I'll be waiting for a call for an appointment to go see that doctor. So I don't know when that'll happen. Soon, hopefully. But while I'm waiting on that, I have my pre-op appointment next Tuesday for my surgery, and then my concert next Wednesday, and then surgery the week after that. So, lots of things on my plate. I did lose 6 pounds again. My doctor was very pleased with that. They had drew blood last month when I was at my doctor, and all that came back fine. So, my thyroid and all that was fine. My cholesterol was fine. My sugar was fine. I had been monitoring my sugar here at the house, and so I knew that my sugar was, not the cause of my dizzy spells. Yesterday, I went and bought a carbon monoxide detector, and so no carbon monoxide in my house. I was pretty sure that was the case anyway, but I wanted to go ahead and get a detector just in case I was wrong. So I went ahead and got one from Walmart yesterday, and set it up here in my bedroom by that old furnace that we don't use, and it never went off. And then I put it in there on the dryer next to the water heater that gas is used for that, and it never went off. And so obviously we don't have any carbon monoxide going on. And then my sugar's not out of whack. So the only thing is something to do with some inner particle, something or another. He got into some technical jargon, and the further off into his explanation, my brain just went psh, because it was so over my head, his explanation for it. And I was like, okay, doc. He said, but that's okay. We're going to get you over to an ENT doc, and they're going to be able to do something and fix you right up. And I was like, okay. So, because I was explaining to him when it happens and how it goes. He said, it's still debilitating when it happens. And I was like, yes, it's debilitating. It really just kind of, it rocks your world, when you move a certain way, and then everything goes woo, woo, especially when I'm trying to get out of bed. I've tried to, and I've done everything to avoid it happening. I'll get up out of bed ever so slowly, and it's still, boom, it'll hit me every time. And I'm like, man, what can I possibly do to make it stop? But every time I get up out of bed, and I thought, and it wasn't the diet medicine. I've been off the diet medicine for a week now. So that's welling out of my system. So I know from experience, if it was side effects from that I should already be over it. So it's not the diet medicine. So it's just vertigo that's got to be dealt with by an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So go figure. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with it until then. And it's a lot to deal with. And I know that some of y'all know exactly how I feel, because some of y'all suffer from it too. And it's not fun. I mean, not knowing when it's going to hit you, not knowing when a sudden movement, that you're going to accidentally make a sudden movement that's going to cause it. And I mean, I was standing in the grocery store a week or so ago, and I moved sideways a certain way. I literally moved my body sideways suddenly without even realize I was doing it. And everything went like that. And I had to suddenly just stop and hold on to the cart until it passed. You know, it's really just disconcerting. It's with everything else I'm dealing with. I don't need this. You know, it's just like, I don't need this. I need it to go away because I have so much to do. I don't need this. And then some woman called and left a voicemail from the weight loss clinic's financial office. And I tried to call her back and couldn't get nobody. It kept being put on hold. And I was in the middle of trying to be at my doctor's office. And then by the time I got done with that and a little side trip to the grocery store, they were closed. So now I got to try to call again in the morning. And I don't know what that's about. I'm hoping that it's not some or deductible or something that they want me to pay before I can have the surgery. Because if they want me to pay some sort of deductible before I can have the surgery, then, well, that's out the window. Because I got my Medicare and my Medicaid that's supposed to be covering this surgery. And if it don't, then, well, I guess I'm not having it. I had a doctor pull that on me 11 years ago when I needed a hysterectomy to save my life. Because I bled straight for over 6 months. And the doctor said, well, I'll do the surgery, but I need almost $800 up front to do it. And luckily I had a coworker that said, oh, well, Amanda, just go over to this hospital, LSU, basically the charity hospital. And they do walk-ins at this time. If you go first thing in the morning, like at 7 in the morning, you just have to start over again with exams and biopsies and all that. And I did. I had to start all over again. But they took the insurance I had. I had private insurance. I was working at the time, and I had private insurance. And they didn't ask for no money up front. Mind you, it took another 4 or 5 months before I could have my surgery. But they took care of me, and they treated me right. But of course, when they did their biopsy, they come back and said cancer. And I'm like, okay, so when can we take it out? And this was 2011. I had the surgery in early 2012. And, but weight loss surgery is not, I don't have any life-threatening things going on that would, have me to need this surgery. So it's not like I'm going to die if I don't have this surgery. Back in 2011, my life was on the line because I was bleeding every day. So that was a different situation. I had to go and establish myself with a different doctor and a different setup to get that surgery. That was life or death. This is not life or death. I will still, if for whatever reason I can't have this surgery, I will still manage to lose the weight. It just might take me 2 or 3 years. At the rate that I'm going, it might take me 2 or 3 years to lose it. At 5 or 6 pounds a month, it just might take me. So it just might take me a long time. That's all. But if it does, it does. If that's how it goes. But it's in God's hands. I'm going to leave it there. That's all I can do. Chances are that I'm probably worrying about it for nothing. This is probably not why she's calling me. But, it's just I've been down a similar road, with a similar, with a surgery before and haven't, and it's just when you've been through so much, like I've been through so much, and things could start going good for you, it's just, you're just waiting on things to be yanked out from under you. So, I'm just feeling that way. This whole vertigo situation has just got me all spun out. And I don't want to feel like that. But 6 pounds is 6 pounds. So I'm down to 365. So there's that. I was really kind of worried. Strawberry water. I was a little worried because I kind of fell off the wagon a few times eating wise in the last month. I was a little worried that I might have not, I was worried that I hadn't lost anything, and I was worried that I might have gained some back because I hadn't strictly been following my plan. But luckily, that wasn't the case. So, I was just really grateful for that part too, that I hadn't went so astray that I gained any back, or, you know, I'll take 6 pounds all day long. I'll take 6 pounds. I can't remember how many it was last time. I think it was 8 pounds, at the weight loss doctor. It was 8 pounds, I think. 8 or 9 pounds, something like that I lost last time versus the time before that where it was 13. But I think he'll be all right. I think Dr. Barnes will be fine with that 6 pounds. It might be more by the time I get there next week. It usually is a little bit more, you know, another pound or two maybe between now and next Tuesday. So I got a week. So it's possible that I could lose a little more between now and then. Because I don't plan on going astray too much. Even though I did get stuff to make myself quesadillas. I like quesadillas. I just take the little tortilla, little flour tortillas, and I put a little butter in the skillet. And then I put a tortilla down, and I put a slice of cheese on that. And I put another tortilla down, and I spray a little cooked butter flavored cooking spray on top of that, and then I brown them on both sides and melt the butter in there, and then I get it all melty and browned, and then I put it on my plate, put a little light sour cream on top of that, and some tomatoes on top of that, you know, little chopped up tomatoes. Voila, quesadilla. My way anyhow. I'm sure that there's other ways to do it, in you know, more authentic ways to do it, but that's my way. And I like it that way. It's tasty. It's quick and it's tasty. So I was using shredded cheese last time, but it gets kind of messy. So I decided to do it with sliced cheese this time, and it didn't get as messy. So that worked out pretty good. Anyway, yesterday, I wasn't feeling real great yesterday. So all I managed to do was make this lovely hat. And I used Premier Basics Chunky in the color teal to make this hat. So I'll try it on to show y'all. Yep. It's not a slouchy hat. It's just a regular hat. But it does the job. This is not actually for me. This is going into a care package for someone else. So hopefully they don't mind a few. I may wash it before I send it. But anyway, it's nice and squishy. And it's just a regular loom knit hat. It's nothing fancy. But it's very squishy and thick. And so I tried to use some of that faux fur stuff I got. And I wanted to use the faux fur for the brim. But I couldn't get it to look right for me. I just couldn't get it to act right. So I took it all off and just ended up going like this instead. So there was that. And I'm on the second half of Marsha's cardigan. This I did this afternoon because I was angry crocheting. I don't know if you could call it angry crocheting, just trying to get my mind off of things crocheting. So this is where I'm at with the second half of that. And so I'm using a 6mm, my 6mm tulip hook that I got from Amazon. And I'm not chaining one in between my clusters, so that's why it looks a little different than we're used to. But I'm not chaining one in between. I'm doing that for a specific reason, to keep the sleeve from being too big and belled, so that when I go to do my decreases, I can cinch it up closer, and make that, you know, look better for her, because she's kind of particular about that. So, hey, everybody likes what they like. But I know when I managed to get 20 rows out of the other cake. And I mean, it took out of every bit of the cake to do 20 rows like that, like this. So every bit of the cake. But I have some scrap yarn in this color. So some scrap yarn balls. So I have no problem. I got plenty of extra yarn in this color to do the finishing work. Plus, I'm going to use some cobalt crafter's secret yarn to do the accents and everything on that. And then I did get a little bit of Happy Mail that I did know was coming. And this is from Sweet Serena. Forgive me, I can't remember her last name to save my life. But she had recently posted in the general chat on our Facebook page that she posted a picture of herself in a granny pullover sweater that she had made herself, and she looked so good. She had done some custom touches to it to make it fit her body type, and she looked so beautiful in it. I wanted to tell her that. And so Serena, you looked very wonderful in your granny pullover sweater. And she had let me know ahead of time that this and the poster that she sent me something. This was the poster, the Supernatural poster that I showed the other day. That and this yarn was both on my Amazon wish list. And so she ordered this off my Amazon wish list. I was like, when this came today, I was like, this doesn't look like my Lion Brand order. My Lion Brand order is not going to look like this when it comes. But this is some yarn I had on my wish list. It's called Sunset Nights. And this color is called Dolomites. But now I pulled this out to touch it. And it came out in a big chunk. But it's a gorgeous ombre turquoise color. And it has, I don't know if y'all can see that. It has sequins. But it's mostly, it is 90% acrylic and 10% polyester. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 273 yards, and 250 meters. It is calling it a 4-weight. It recommends looks like a 5mm knitting needle and a 5.5mm crochet hook. Yeah, it's on the thin side, but it should be manageable for like I'm thinking I'm going to find me a scarf. Probably a scarf of some sort pattern because there's 3 of them. So I think I'm going to look on Fiber Flux. She's got some patterns, some tutorials for scarves and stuff like that this would probably work up really nice with. So that's probably what I'm going to do is look on Fiber Flux. And she's got some scarf type things that would work up real nice with this, I believe. And so, oh, that sparkle is so pretty. Those sequins in there. I've not worked with yarn with sequins. So this should be interesting. But it feels like cotton. It's really squish and soft. It reminds me, the feel of it reminds me of that Soho Playful yarn. And I must have a cut on that finger. I feel a cut. I bet I cut myself when I chopped them tomatoes up earlier. But, because I did it so fast. But, yeah, this feels a bit like cottony. And, like the Soho Playful yarn, which is a cotton and acrylic blend. It feels like a cotton acrylic blend, but because it's so soft. And it's real, real squishy. But I do love it. Thank you so much, Serena. It was very kind of you to send this to me. And I will make something beautiful. And, of course, I'll show it to y'all. And for now, I'm going to put it back here in the plastic until I can find a spot for it. But that was the highlight of the day, is having that come in the very late mail. I don't know what's going on with our mail carrier, but it was like almost 7 o'clock in the evening before they came. But I found a movie about Joe Bonamassa on Amazon. So I'm going to go watch that, I think. I have to rent it. It's like $3.99. So I think I'm going to go rent that Joe Bonamassa movie. It's from like 3 years ago. It's from 2020. But it tells a lot about him and his life, and gives a lot of biographical stuff. They have another one that's like from that was filmed in August of last year as a concert video. I thought about doing that, watching that one, but I'm fixing to go see him in concert, so I'll just wait and go see him in concert next Wednesday. Oh, why are you dropping? Really got to organize my room. Now that I know the diet medicine is not messing with my vertigo, it's not causing my vertigo, I can maybe take one of those tomorrow and get some energy going. Maybe I can accomplish some things around here. Hopefully. But that's about all I got for y'all tonight. Hopefully I can work on some more crochet items in the next few days and get some more things accomplished. I really want to get this cardigan done, and I can mark that off my list of Christmas presents I want to do, Christmas birthday things, because I got, let's see, a few more things to do. I got the boys' blankets. I got a pullover, 3 pullover sweaters, and another cardigan that I want to do. So these are things that I put on myself. These are not things that anyone else has put on me. So yeah. And yeah. So I don't know. I don't know when they'll get done, but they'll get done eventually. I'm just going to take it day by day, week by week. That's all I can do. The more busier I am, the less time I have to worry myself to death. That's what I'm trying to do, is keep myself from worrying. Because it's real hard to have faith and let Jesus take care of it if you keep worrying about it yourself. Because you're supposed to give it to Jesus and stop worrying about it. That's really hard to do when you're hardwired to worry. So I'm trying to keep myself busy with crochet and yarn stuff. And then maybe the worry part will, take care of itself, essentially. So that's the plan anyway. But thank you all for all your loving support and your prayers. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. But that's all I got for tonight. Please know that I love you and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend's waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.